All right, what we want to talk to you next about is so we explained the 4 different personality types with people dealing with conflict, right? So what we want to talk to you next about is
5 tools.
5 tools. You guys ready for this? Write this down. 5 tools
called
you can use, called the
5 S's.
The 5 S's. Alright?
Or however you guys see that. S is forward. I'm gonna stop.
Alright. So number 1 is shut up.
Shut up!
In an argument, shut up. God gave you 2 ears. You can see my ears. God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth so that you can listen more and speak less. So when you're in an argument and it gets in the heat of battle, shut up and listen to what your partner is really saying. Because you guys are both trying to argue and explain your side of the story. Well, really, you need to be listening and trying to figure out what they're really saying. What is the deeper reason behind why they are arguing with you right now?
Listen to what they're not saying.
That's
is basically it. So if I think he's not paying enough attention to me, and that's the underlying issue, and we explode an argument over the fact that he left his shoe out, okay? So it's like all this stuff can go on, like in like heat of an argument over a shoe being left out. But if you actually do listen to your partner and like try and dig deeper and be like, okay, so what is really going on here? You can usually hear what they're not saying to you. It's never over the shoe in the middle of the hallway. Yeah, is what we're trying to say.
The tiny issue that she's yelling about right now,
tip of an iceberg.
Is a tip of an iceberg. And really the main reason why she's upset is probably because you're not spending enough time with her. Maybe you're gone too long with your boys, or you're at the club too much and she just wants to spend time with you. Maybe you're playing chess all day on your iPhone and she just gets upset. Like, man, you gotta put down the chessboard.
He's going through this phase. He's literally is obsessed with chess. We played it at one of our friends' house. He won't stop.
Point being, spend more time with your lady because that's what they want most.
What is your chess username so that people can start adding you? So
don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? I still gotta work on my game before the whole world can know what's real. Alright. Number two.
Soft answer, okay? Proverbs 15:1 says, a gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh answer stirs up anger. Which, everybody, I'm sure, if you're watching this, you've experienced this because that's just part of life, part of conflict. The way that you respond ultimately dictates the next direction in which this argument is about to go. So softer answers, what they're saying is if somebody's coming at you, and this might be a thing, if whoever yells more in our relationship, it's definitely me who yells more, and I know that if you kind of come back at me harsh, I just keep going like this up. But the times that he does respond like calm and like gentle, it forces you to take a step back and be like, okay, what's really going on here? And it just kind of gets your wheels turning and lessens the heat.
So a soft answer turns away wrath,
but a harsh answer stirs up anger. Numero tres.
Speak truth.
In love.
In love. What do you have for this one?
So when you speak truth in love, I believe that what they were talking about is how you wrap it, kind of.
Okay.
I understood this like kind of on a connection level. I don't know, whatever, okay? What she was saying is I'm quick to speak. If something comes through my mind before I have time to filter anything, it is out of my mouth and you know what's going on. But what they were trying to explain to us is the way that you deliver your message is just as important as what you're trying to deliver to that person. So what they had explained to us is sometimes if you have a message that you're not exactly sure how to calmly relay to your significant other, we were told to pray on it. Ask for an ability, I guess, to wrap what you're saying in love and in kindness, so that when you deliver it, it's not like, I think what they had said was like, they had given an example of it, like, it's like the way that you say things is so important, because if you kind of say them with daggers, it's going to be perceived with daggers, and it's like what you're trying to say may be helpful and may come from the kindness of your heart. If it doesn't sound like it, that person's going to reject it more than they are accept it.
Good point, good point.
Yes.
Moving on to number 4. The 4th S is solve or sleep.
This is a big one.
It's a big one?
Yeah, because I used to have the hardest time with this. And what this means is that, okay, if you can solve the issue, solve it before you go to bed. If you cannot, sleep on it, wake up the next day, and then solve it, but do not go more than 24 hours without solving the issue at hand. I had a hard time with this.
Some people think that, you know, you should never go to bed in the heat of an argument, and you should always resolve it before you fall asleep. That's not always, I mean,
honestly,
if you guys get in an argument at 10 o'clock at night, it's not going to resolve itself in an hour or two, you know? So it's okay to go to sleep that night. You know, try and talk a little bit, but you don't have to resolve it right there in that moment, right? Which is what she tended to do.
I'd stay up so late and be like, I'm not over it. He's like, I'm going to bed, like, I'm halfway sleeping.
I gotta wake up at 5, let me sleep. No, we gotta do this right now, right here.
Does I sound like that to you?
But it's okay to sleep on it for a night and then come back the next day when you guys have had time to process everything going on, and you guys can speak with a gentle demeanor and a clear mind, and talk it out instead of yelling it out, you know?
And another thing that they had also said was statistics show that couples who are able to do that are genuinely happier. Like when you're able to be like, okay, let's sleep on it, wake up the next day and be like, sometimes it doesn't matter the next day. Sometimes you're like, that was kind of dumb. Like, it doesn't really matter. And then
in the heat of battle, everything matters. But if you have time to calm down, then you realize what's really important and you can adjust your views on things.
Correct.
Point number 5.
That was 10.
Point number 5 is seek forgiveness. Okay? After everything's all said and done, like I said, men, apologize. Say you're sorry for things. Even when you don't feel like you're in the wrong, just say you're sorry anyways. That's something that you...
Put your pride down.
Put your pride down. Put your ego aside. Seek forgiveness.
Correct.
Say, Ari, I'm sorry that I offended you, even though I didn't think...
Don't say that even though part.
Don't say that?
Yeah, no, because that makes it less genuine.
Oh, okay.
Remember we were watching Married at First Sight and he's like, I'm sorry you feel that way.
That's what I'm saying.
And
I was trying to get to that point. I was trying to get to that point. Say, Ari, I'm sorry. I didn't know that what I did hurt you, but the reality is that it did hurt you. Will you please forgive me?
And then you forgive.
Have a genuine apology. You should forgive.
You should forgive.
For yourself and for your significant other, so that you guys can heal together, and that's when growth happens.
Correct.
When you seek forgiveness and you guys come to terms with everything that happened, and you can grow and learn from that and still love each other and still be friends and mess around.
Yep, so that was that. If you offend, you make it right. Something they had said about that point. And then on the other side, I think this was kind of important. They didn't touch on it too much, but it says if you've been hurt, also let them know so that you can kind of let the process go. Because sometimes I will get hurt and he will have no idea. He will move on with life as if nothing has happened, and I'm sitting here like, you're terrible, like you're evil, how are you going about your day, like things like that. So
and then I won't know till like 2 days later. I'm like, why you mad, bro?
Why haven't you talked to me for 48
hours? Why you mad about the shoe on the floor? Like, why you blowing up about that?
Exactly. So yeah, those are the 5 S's that we wanted to share with you guys. This has all been what we wanted to share with you guys. So
recap, we learned about the 4 personality types with people who get in arguments, and then we went over 5 tools that you should use in resolving that conflict. And this is all stuff that we learned last week at this conference. Amazing time, amazing week. We grew together emotionally and spiritually, and just it was a great week. It was a great week.
It was.
And
yeah. We hope you guys... Did you have a brain fart? Like, just wrap it up. That is what we wanted to share with you guys. We hope that you can benefit from it the way that we did. We have done our best to relay the information that we have digested back to you guys. Process.
It's okay. You don't have to use your arms so
You're right, I don't. That talks with my hands. You guys probably noticed that. I feel captured when I can't talk with my hands. That's it. That's what we want to share with you guys. We hope you enjoyed. We will catch up with you guys next time. Bang, bang, bang.
One love.
What? Okay. Bye.